Okay, the 0 to 50K a month roadmap. Here is the 2025 best fucking glitch hood rat method for you to get to making 0K to 50K a month. Not actually hood rat, just joking. Guys, one of the highest paying professions in this world, as we all know, is sales. If you learn sales, you're never gonna go broke. You've got all these influencers, whether it's for fitness, whether it's for crypto, drop shipping, e-commerce, you've got all these gurus, you may call them, selling these courses and mentorships, making a shit ton of money. And you can hate them or you can join them. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna join them. We're gonna go from you making no money to making 50K a month. And look, this is not gonna happen in a day. This is not gonna happen in a month. This shit took me 5 fucking years, okay? I'm gonna give you the roadmap. I'm gonna teach you how to do it. And hopefully you can actually go on the roadmap and achieve these goals moving forward. Hip hip hooray, right? Awesome. Let's dive into this video. So, how do we get from making 0 to 50K a month? Okay, let's start off with the basics. What is Infoproduct? Infoproduct is online people selling courses and mentorships. You got big status people, whether it's for crypto, whether it's for faceless content, whether it's for trading, whether it's for e-commerce, whether it's for real estate. You've got people who are very good at what they do. They sell coaching programs teaching other people what they do, but these influencers are too busy to get on the phone, so they hire other people to actually get on the phone and close these deals out for them, right? Hopefully you already know what remote closing is. It's been a thing for like 5 fucking years now. If you don't, you're living under a rock. What are you doing? Anyways, how do we get from making 0 to 50K a month? Great question, Cody. And I got a new whiteboard coming in today. Probably should record this video later, but I got the idea now, so we shoot now. Anyways, first things first, let's say you are a complete beginner in this space. Now, the way I got into it, it was a little bit different. I started off as a closer, but the opportunity I had, not everyone's gonna have. And I don't know if opportunities like that really exist. So first things first, what you have to do is you have to find someone who's selling a course on appointment setting or closing. There's fucking millions out there. There's Millionaire Closers, there's Closer Cartel, there's Objection Box, there's all these other fucking programs. I don't know. I'll launch my own program soon. Maybe you can buy it from me. I don't care. There's all these programs. You learn from them. Millionaire Closers are the people who taught me. That's how I got all my skills. Personally, I think they're the best. But you got Jeremy Miner, okay, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, first things first. You got to start off as a setter. What is a setter, Cody? Okay, a setter is someone who calls people, schedules calls for closers to take, for closers to get on the phone and close them and pitch them 5K and close them 5K. So as a setter, you're making 5% commission, industry standard, okay? Realistically speaking, as a setter, you can probably make anywhere between 1K to 5K a month, realistically speaking. Now, you have offers where like setters get 10% commission and you can make like 20K and 10K, but realistically speaking, you're gonna start off as a setter because setter is kind of like the baseline. It's pretty easy. As a setter, you follow a script, you're a beginner, you do the dials, you have good work ethic, you set calls for the closers book the calls, we all make money, hip hip hooray, right? And guys, I wanna just talk about this for a second. You can't skip these fucking steps. Like, it took me 5 years to get to where I am today. I can't stress this enough. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not overnight success. This shit takes time, okay? With that being said, okay, let's put the 0 here. Let's put the 50K a month here. So how do we get to making 50K a month? So as a setter, you can make around 5K a month, for sure. Now understand, as a setter, you're working fucking 12-hour days, day in, day out. If you're on an offer, you're probably hopping on training calls every single day. You're going through a bunch of mentorships. You're going over your call recordings. You're going through a bunch of ups and downs. Being a setter is a fucking tough job, okay? Here's the truth. Getting the sales, it is not easy. Anybody who says you can just get into sales, take a few calls a day, and make fucking 20 grand a month, fuck off. It's not the truth. Okay? It takes a lot of work here. So as a setter, now I'm teaching you guys what a setter is. A setter, you're calling on average 100 to 200 people plus per day. If you're doing less, you're gonna get kicked off the offer. And fucking no one wants a setter who's doing less than $100 a day. You're useless at that point. But as I said, you're doing $100 to $200 a day. You're calling people who opt in. So these influencers, they're either have a really big organic audience or they're running paid ads. Either or, there's going to be people who opt in, who don't book a call, who put in their information, name, number, email, phone number. It's your job to get on the call with them, build the trust, build the rapport, build the urgency, get them to the point where they're ready to hop on a call with the closer, and the closer closes the deal. So as a setter, the way you make money is by calling these 1 to 200 people a day, getting on the phone, sending these appointments. Once the appointments are set, the closer gets on. Hopefully the closer is good. Hopefully the offer is good. Fulfillment's good. Everything's good. No chargebacks. The closer closes the deal. You get your percentage. Okay, that's pretty much setter. Once you're a fucking amazing setter, once you're so good at setting that you're not looking at yourself like, I'm making all this money from setting, why don't I become a closer? That's the next tier. Now you become a closer. So closers, they typically make 10% commission. Okay? As a closer, you can very easily make 10K to 20K a month. Very easily. Well, not easily, but you got to put in the work. Guys, understand, going from setter to closer, it's not like you're not putting in the work anymore. The input is still the same fucking thing, and I've made videos on it. Being a top, like an A-tier closer, you have to be a little bit of a setter, right? Because as a closer, you have book calls, you have your calendar. What you can do is, okay, let's say you have, I don't know, back in the day, I'd have 24 book calls, full schedule, 30-minute book calls. Half those didn't answer. What I would do is I'd be a setter. I'd call people, I'd book people in, I'd close them on the spot. So if you want to be an A-tier closer, you have to be a setter as well. You have to be calling people who opt in, who didn't book calls. That's how you get to making 20K plus a month. So setter to closer. Now, being a closer, like, it's much more difficult. Realistically speaking, it's probably going to take you a few years, 1 to 2 years between, or there's some people who can do it a little bit sooner, but on average, it's probably going to take you 6 months, 1 year, 2 years to get you from setter to closer. And guys, understand, like, this is you just fucking grinding, doing whatever it takes to see success, okay? But essentially, once you become a closer, now you're closing deals, now you're actually setting calls, now you have more responsibility. Now it's like there's a lot of obligations, especially if your client's running paid ads, like money's being spent, you have an obligation, you have a standard, you have to close these deals, right? So once you become a closer, you have a lot more pressure on you. Setter is like, yes, you're gonna have your setter manager fucking down your neck telling you to hit these dials, booking in calls. And setter, the turnover rate's very, very high on offers. Realistically speaking, I've seen it happen time and time again. Closers, if you're a good closer, if you're on an offer, you're doing well, you're gonna stay there, you're gonna be good. So as a closer, like, you wanna be a closer for at least 1 to 2 years, okay? Become fucking obsessed with this. Become so good. Learn, start a personal brand, go through coaching programs, hop on calls every single day, read books, go over call recordings, just become the best version of yourself as a closer, okay? Now, here's where a lot of people cap out. They become a closer and it's like, okay, what do I do next? And this is the next step, and this is a very risky next step, and you have to be careful because too many people take this next step and they fuck up, okay? Some people, their ego's too high, they think they can go from closer to, let's say, sales manager. My handwriting's fucking awful, whatever. Okay, as a sales manager, you're probably gonna be making around the same amount, but if you are a fucking grinder, what you do is as a sales manager, you can get anywhere between 25, or let's just say like 20 to 25 to 30% commission because now you're actually managing the offer. So you're managing the setters, you're managing the closers, and if you're closing your own deals, now you're making even more money, right? That's pretty much what I did. Even though it would make there's like a table, like the time you put in, the work you put in, I don't know. I'm focused on just scaling one client, scaling vertically. Once I scale vertically, then I'll scale horizontally. But for me, personally speaking, for me to get to making 50K a month, I did this by becoming a sales manager, getting more percentage, managing setters, managing closers, and closing deals at the same time. So when my closer closes a deal from a setter, I get money off of it. When I close a deal, I get money off of it, right? But the only way where you can actually become a sales manager is by knowing how to actually become a setter, being a fucking phenomenal closer, and actually knowing how to run a sales team. Not everybody can do this. That's the truth. Some people, it's better you stay as a closer. Some people, it's going to be better you're a closer because if you become a sales manager, you're going to fuck everything over. You're not going to know what you're doing. You're going to fuck up the relationship with the client. You're not going to make any money. You're going to make a fool of yourself. So be very, very careful. That's why this transition, this is the careful point. Going from setter to closer, that's fine. Okay. Obviously, you can go offer to offer to offer. But as a sales manager, like your reputation is going to be known in the space. The space is pretty fucking small, right? But let's summarize here. So you're at $0. You buy a course. You become a setter. You train for a few months. You get placed. You're on 5% commission. You're setting calls. You're making 1 to 5K a month. You become very, very good at setting. Now you become a closer. Okay, you're starting off. You're making 5, 10K a month. You become very, very good. Now you're making 10 to 20K a month. You become even better. You start realizing, hey, I'm actually teaching other people. New people are hopping on offer. The sales manager is telling me to teach them. So now you're like, oh shit, now I can manage offers. So if you come to that point where you are good enough, you become a sales manager. I'm not going to teach you outbound on how to actually land clients. That's a whole nother video. This is just the roadmap, okay? Once you become sales manager, I strongly suggest if you're first starting off, fucking stay on the call, stay on the phone. Because you want to make as much money as possible and you want to make your client as much money as possible. And if you do that, your reputation in the space is going to be very, very high. You're going to be known as someone who comes in, fucking gets the job done, hops on calls, and is fucking grinding through the trenches, right? So let's just say you have 30% commission as a sales manager. If you're closing your own deals from paid ads, you just get fucking 30% off of 5K. Like, it's a lot of money, right? Even on a 1K sale, that's $300, realistically speaking. If there's a setter involved, obviously you make less. If there's a closer involved, obviously you make less. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to make as much as possible, you stay on the phone. And it's like, you got to practice what you preach, guys. Like, when I manage my sales teams, I'm in the fucking trenches. Sometimes I don't even I block off my calendar and all I do is set. I set calls. I show my guys what is possible, what can actually be done. And obviously for my closers, I show them also what's possible. So this is the roadmap. You want to get to making $0, you're fucking sat down on your computer. Oh, how do I make fucking money? Oh, high-tech closing. Wow, what a great opportunity. Don't think you can just go from fucking $0 to sales manager. No fucking shot in this world. Like I said, it took me 5 years to becoming this point. 5 fucking years. Okay? So start off as a setter, become a closer, eventually sales manager. And sales manager is technically like IPO, info product optimization. That's what the industry likes to call it. Now, there's different levels. After this, like, there's even more. Like, you can partner up with a marketing team and you can do rev share and you can fucking go 50-50 with your clients. There's a whole bunch of different approaches you can take. And even as a sales manager, you can take base, you can take upfront. There's so many different ways of doing it. Personally, myself, I don't do base, I don't do upfront. I just do straight fucking commission. That's the way I like to work, okay? Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. Hopefully this gave you a roadmap on how you can actually reach a goal of making 50K a month. Once I make more than 50K a month, I will teach you guys how the fuck I did it. Follow me on this journey for more. I wish y'all if I wasn't in focus, I'm gonna fucking kill someone. Peace.